one miss a year. I travel quite a bit. One miss a year. The second miss, you're automatically kicked out of the group. No joke. Wow, this is hardcore. You bet it is. Because it's a commitment. It's not convenient. The last time we met, last month, I literally was at a conference that I was attending, and I literally had to fly back in the morning from that conference, spend the half a day with the group, and then fly back to the conference that night. But I did it. Was it convenient? Absolutely not. But I was committed to doing that. See, as a business owner, look up at me for a minute. If your business is growing this fast and you're growing this fast, what do they call that? They call that a tsunami, right? And bad things happen to the people who are caught under the tsunami. You have to, as a business owner, grow faster than what your business is. This last year, I spent about $100,000 educating myself, hanging around people who are further along in business than myself, going to conferences and seminars, not that I was giving, but that I was attending, that would drive me to become a better business owner, that would push me to grow faster. Because if you're doubling your sales every single year, year after year after year, just like we are, and you're not growing fast enough, your business is going to crush you. Your business will only grow as fast as you do as a business owner. How many of you want your business to grow faster? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Then what are you doing to grow faster as an individual, as a business owner? What are you doing to push yourself outside of your comfort zone? What are you doing to hang around people who are further along in business than you are? This group, the mastermind group that I'm a part of, I've probably made conservatively $5 to $6 million just in the last 3 or 4 years that I've been a part of this group because of the things that I've learned from this group. And so I decided I love the mastermind concept and the group and what you learn from the other members. So I decided last year to create one just for lawyers. And we call it the Rainmaker Mastermind Group. Now, this is not for everybody. This is for law firms who want to take their practice to a whole new level. And you've got to meet certain criteria. And one of the criteria is, can't be any competitors in the group. Once you're in the group, you get to decide who else comes into the group so that you can keep all your competition out. That way it's a safe place where you can talk about anything and everything related to your business. You have to be doing 7 figures in your law firm to qualify. Why? Because we don't want to have discussions about, gee, I need to hire my first employee, how do I do that? Now, that's a great conversation to have, but that's not the purpose of this group. This is for, the average member in our group is doing somewhere between $3 and $8 million a year. What could you learn from someone who's doing that kind of revenue? So if that's something that you think that you qualify for and you're interested, then talk to Adam or myself during break, and we'll get you the application, and we'll talk to you about what that is. We meet on a regular basis, either over the phone, but generally in person, for about 2.5 days, 3 times a year, different locations around the US. Next one's coming up in March, and it's going to be in our office in Phoenix, Arizona. So if that's something that you're interested in, talk to me or talk to Adam on break, and we'll tell you all the details about it. A mastermind group is a great way to do that. Hang around people who are further along in business than you are, but make sure they're not your competition, right? Because you want to be able to a safe place to be able to share all that's going on in your world. Maybe you need to work with a company like us. We've already been where many of you want to go. I have a bigger business than almost anyone in this room. I know what it's like to be in your shoes. I know what it's like to work out of your bedroom, your 3rd bedroom. I know what it's like to meet clients at the coffee shop. I know what it's like to go from making a couple $100,000 to breaking 7 figures. The first million is the toughest. First million took me a number of years. I could do it a lot faster now, but it took me a number of years to break $1 million. But from 1 to 2 million, it seemed like it was overnight. And then 2 to 4, and then keep growing year after year after year, double your sales over and over and over again. We've done it, I've done it, I've personally lived it. Maybe you need to work with a firm like us. We can help you upgrade and upscale your business probably faster than you could do it on your own. It's not that you couldn't do it on your own, but how many more years do you want to wait until you go towards your goal, until you reach your goal? Hockey stick growth is what they call it, right? Hockey stick growth, just take off like a frickin' rocket. That is a lot of fun. We can help you reach the next level. We can help you get there faster and more cost effectively than you can do it on your own. We have a true proven track record of success. I told you this yesterday, that we have a 93 to a 95% client retention rate, year after year after year. Our clients stick with us because we get them what? We get them results. So let me ask you, is what you're doing now taking you where you want to go? And if not, then let's work together to get you back on track and get you there faster than you could do it on your own. It's not that you couldn't do it on your own, but how much longer? Some of you have been practicing 10 years, 15, 20 plus years, and you're still not at the level of success that you thought you would be at this stage in your career. How much longer do you want to wait? You want to do it the slow way, or you want to do it the fast way? We can help you accelerate that growth. We can help you avoid the pitfalls and the landmines as you grow through the different stages. I'm a big believer in having tools for your toolbox. The difference between an amateur and an expert is the knowledge that they have and the tools that are in their toolbox. Abraham Maslow, famous psychologist, you probably studied him in Psych 101. You remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs? You remember that? Shake your heads if you remember studying about that. Well, he's a famous psychologist, and one of the things that's attributed to him is that the only tool in your toolbox is a hammer. Every problem looks like a nail. Mm-hmm. I'm going to teach you, we're going to teach you, and give you more tools for your toolbox than you knew existed out there today. We're going to deep dive into social media to help you learn the intricacies of how to be able to develop a social media blueprint, to generate more referrals for your law firm, to be able to get clients from Facebook, leads, literally lead generation directly from Facebook. We're going to talk about websites and blogs and content marketing and helping you set yourself up as an industry thought leader that people will be attracted to. A lot of what we teach is called education-based marketing. That's the rubric under which we do this, right? We educate the marketplace. It's not in your face, it's not interruption-based marketing, which is what you see on advertising, right? You remember they've kind of done away with some of this now, but you remember you'd be watching the show and the TV ad comes on and all of a sudden the volume goes up. Remember that? That's interruption-based marketing. They're trying to interrupt you to get your attention. That's kind of old school thinking. What we teach is more education-based marketing, where you're seen as the expert in your industry, in your profession, in your niche, to be able to attract the people that you want as clientele. Otherwise, you just seem like the guys on TV who are saying something like, internet, get a check. Come on, who falls for that stuff anyway, right? So, we're gonna talk about social media, lead generation, social media tools. And I was very pleased when Donovan came and joined our staff back in 2013. He has over 20 years of online experience, and he has dealt with companies like GoDaddy and Google. He's worked for them. He's done a lot of experience, has a lot of experience in those, and I'm very, very excited. Oh, and the other thing is really cool is that he's also an independent filmmaker. And so he's a co-producer of an Emmy Award-winning short film back in 2007. Very, very cool. Please welcome Donovan to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yesterday, Stephen had said something interesting. He said lead conversion was his favorite section. And I'll tell you up front that this is my favorite section. This we get to go through content marketing, reputation marketing, just like he said, expertise marketing, and how social media will fit in all those, and how you can present yourself online as the expert in your field and get more leads and get more traffic through these different social media websites. Now, if anyone can remember back into 1993, 1995, 97, when the internet began, there was two main uses for the internet. If early on, you'd remember AOL, you got mail. It was always about our email and about those chat rooms. And eventually, the chat rooms have